When it comes to the center, some of the best caves on ARK can be found here, so we proudly present Top 10 Best Caves on the Center. Coming at number 10, this first cave can be found at 41.4 latitude and 28.8 longitude, and then here it is on the map. This is known as Mushroom Cave. It can be found on the floating island. Now the reason why this is at number 10 is because this is probably the worst cave on this list. And honestly, it still isn't not really a bad cave at all. I mean, you have two pretty big entrances that are going to be very difficult to defend, but other than that, it's not a terrible cave. You know, yeah, you have a ton of room to work with. Also, sorry about the lighting. I don't know what happened here. It got all kinds of messed up. But yeah. Anyways, it's a pretty okay location. Just I would not recommend building a massive base in here. Coming at number 9, this next cave can be found at 51.4 latitude and 65.7 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this is... oh my god, I almost forgot the name of this cave. But anyways, this cave is located right next to Tropical Island South. And I believe this is Blue Cave. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to be honest. I completely forgot what this cave was called. You have two entrances, one being the smaller one, which is this one over here. Then you have a bigger entrance on the opposite side. Now, the good thing about this cave is it has an entire water area. Actually, I believe it has 3 entrances, including that water area. It's been a while since I've played Center. But yeah, it's a pretty decent cave. The only downside is most of these caves on this list do have cave damage, so make sure to look up exactly what the cave damages are, because cave damage does make a huge difference when building. I'll just say that right now. Anyways, this cave's not that bad other than the couple of entrances. You have a lot of room to work with. If I had to pick a cave on this list to build in, I'm just going to say this now, it would not be this cave. I'm just putting this cave on here because based off of how big it is and how long it is, including the water area, it overall is not a terrible cave to work with. Coming at number 8, this next cave can be found at 43.7 latitude and 52.1 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this is known as the Ruins Cave. Ruins Cave is honestly a pretty decent location if you know how to properly build this right. So I'm definitely going to be doing a full base design on this one because they did change it up quite a bit, and it is actually easier to build in. So they kind of got rid of this little slit down here where you could easily put a nice little turret wall in, which that does suck. However, in the back end of the cave, they actually expanded it slightly. Now, it's not a huge difference, but by pushing it back farther means you can add a lot more stuff in here. It's got the same kind of style with the walkway, but the cave for some reason feels smaller. I don't know if it's just me, but overall it just feels way smaller. I don't know why. But yeah, back here it's definitely way bigger and it's a lot more flat, so it's going to be easier to work with. But yeah, overall, not a terrible cave to build in as long as you know how to defend that main entrance. Coming in number 7, this next cave can be found at 35.7 latitude and 47.8 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this one can be found, I believe this is one of the bear caves. Yeah, this is one of the mini bear caves that we have on here. This is the bear cave with 2 entrances, I believe. Let me verify that. Pretty sure that this is the one. Yes, it is. Okay, so anyways, this cave is a pretty decent one. The only downside is, of course, the cave damage. The cave damage kind of does ruin a bunch of these caves. However, if you're looking for more of a aesthetically pleasing one and you like to have your bases very OCD friendly, kind of like what I like to do, this is definitely a good cave for you. I mean, with the ruins and how they're like laid out and all that, it does work very well for having a lot of stuff in here. I mean, you can fit your indie forges, your replicator. Only downside is trying to defend both sides of the entrance. Now, the cool thing about this one entrance goes out to the surface and one entrance goes out to the underworld. I'll do an entire video explaining what the underworld is if you guys are new to ARK. But basically, the underworld is basically a giant cave essentially with 2 entrances. I mean, it is just massive. But yeah, it goes down over here and back up there. But yeah, overall, not a terrible location at all. And coming at number 6, this next location can be found at 59.7 latitude and 20.5 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now, did I just say mouth? Map, my bad. Anyways, this one is known as, I believe, this is South. Yeah, it is South Ice Cave. So this is South Ice Cave. South Ice Cave is an okay location. I'm just going to say this now. It's nothing too crazy. Also, I did speed up some parts of it because this cave is pretty big. But yeah, you have a lot of areas to work with. Like up here, I'd honestly put like a little bit of a small base up here just because it's the highest area in this cave. Again, cave damage is pretty crazy in here, so if you're going to stick to an ice cave, I would recommend north. I'll show north later on in the video. But yeah, overall, this location is not terrible. Nothing too crazy though. I mean, it's just kind of a lot of hallways to work with. But yeah, overall, not a bad location at all. This video is sponsored by Mitra 9. Mitra 9 is a kava and kratom seltzer company that quite literally makes you feel good. My favorite flavor is tropical. Now, kava and kratom give you a similar effect to alcohol, just without the impairment. It's more similar to a high. Mitra 9 has really helped me get through long, stressful days. Use my code Outcasts for 20% off at mitra9.com. Must be 18 or 21 in some states. Coming at number 5, this next cave can be found at 91.9 latitude and 63.2 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this is the Redwoods Cliff Cave. This might have been one of the biggest changes that they did to a cave on here, and I personally love it. I love what they did with this cave. So this one, if you guys know it off of the old version, it was just kind of boring, you know, it's just kind of a big open cave. It was just a mess. You couldn't do anything with it. They expanded this cave like crazy. It's not too much bigger, but it goes way farther back in here, meaning that defending it's going to be way easier to do. Because that giant entrance was just really annoying. I mean, you'd have to build a turret wall with over 300 turrets on it for it to even, like efficiently work. But yeah, this one works way better. Tons more room. I don't like the big pillars that are all in the middle. It's kind of a pain. It kind of gets in the way, but it's not a huge deal. So yeah, overall, not a bad layout at all. Definitely one of the best changes that they did to this cave. Coming at number 4, this cave can be found at 15.4 latitude and 62.2 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this one is known as the Lava Cave. There are 2 different caves on Lava Island. One is Pearl Cave and then one is Lava Cave. This is the big lava cave. And I'm not going to lie, they did a lot of stuff to this cave. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, my frame rate does drop while entering into the different parts of this cave. I tried to fix it, but it's just how the cave loads, so sorry about that. But yeah, anyways, coming inside of here, massive difference. I mean, they added a lot of vegetation in here. They added actual lava streams. I mean, it truly feels like you are in a lava cave. I mean, it is overall a massive difference. I love it. You know, you have your main rooms as usual. You got your room over there to the right, and then you have your other room over here onto the left, along with that lava stream that goes through the middle. I'm not going to show you guys this room over here because, you know, it's nothing too crazy. It's just a small room. But if you guys want to go check it out, you guys can explore it. I'm just kind of showing you guys the main areas where you want to build in here. And yeah, so you can either follow this lava stream like I did, or you can go up to the top right entrance and go all the way back into the cave. And just now seeing this, I actually realized this is the same layout as North Ice Cave, at least for the back of the cave. It's pretty much all of the same stuff. It's kind of cool though. I did not even see that until just now. But yeah, you have all these ruins up here. I love it. Pretty much a duplicate. And then back here, this is the duplicate of the North Ice Cave. I didn't even realize this, but this entire structure is basically copy and pasted, which isn't, honestly, it's not a bad thing. I mean, that is a really good thing to work with building a base. So yeah, overall, not a bad location at all. Definitely one of the better ones on this list. Coming at number 3, this next cave can be found at 54 latitude and 49.4 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this is known as Spider Cave. If you don't know what Spider Cave is, it is by far one of the biggest caves, I believe, on the center, except for the underworld, maybe if you want to qualify that as a cave, of course. But yeah, this one's absolutely enormous. I had to speed up a lot of this. I didn't speed up the first entrance just to kind of show you guys exactly how to get down into here, but I had to speed up quite a bit of this. And yeah, this cave is absolutely enormous. So this is the first tiny little area. This isn't even the actual cave yet. This is just more of like a little area that you can defend if you want. I'm gonna be honest, defending this cave has always been very tricky for me. If you have unlimited resources, this is a good cave for you to build in, because if you build 5 to 6 turret walls, it should be doing pretty well. Over here, this is your little parkour area. That's where you can get all the amazing loot in here. Then if you go back over here on the left, this is where you can enter into the main actual cave entrance. But I'm just trying to show you guys how to get down here from the entrance. There are multiple other ways to get in here. That's just the main one. If you fly up here until you get to this little waterfall, and then you go all the way back. This is Spider Cave. You'll notice it with the 2 monkeys that are on the outside. But yeah, this is the main cave. It is pretty big. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it is definitely more than enough room for everything that you're ever gonna need. You're gonna have to work with some platforms in here, maybe some cliff flats whenever they come out with Aberration. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite spots on the center, and they did a really good job with this. I mean, they didn't really change up too much, but hey, it was already a pretty good cave. Coming at number 2, this next location can be found at 20.2 latitude and 46.4 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this is known as Pearl Cave, and wow, they really changed this cave up. I'll just say that now. The entrance is no longer small, which does kind of suck. I'm not going to lie, that did nerf the cave quite a bit, because if you guys do know, Center Pearl was very overpowered. But yeah, look at the size of this entrance. I mean, what's going on with that, guys? I don't know why they changed this up, but hey, it still is a pretty good cave, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. It definitely had some TLC, as you can see right here. I mean, look at the major difference. I mean, there's lava in here. There's lava walls. It suits the island much better, I'll say that. You do have a little bit of some water down here. Instead of that huge flat cliff thing, that's gone now. But you still have your two main areas. So I'm going to speed this area up. Don't mind the floating scorpions and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of the same layout still. This entire area is all the same. I don't see anything different. Now, I didn't explore underwater. I don't know if they changed anything in the water. So there might be something in there. There might not be. Who knows? Anyways, coming back over here. Again, I'm speeding this up just because this cave is absolutely massive. They kept this same layout, which I like. I mean, it's pretty simple. But back here, major difference. So it is no longer a water area to get back here. It's I mean, like, yes, there's water, but it's still more flat. And then you have your main platform back here. I mean, they did change it up a little bit, but overall, it's nothing too crazy. They just kind of got rid of some of the water. It just feels a little bit more bland in the back, I will admit that. But hey, it's still with that same layout, still a pretty good cave. Now, coming at number 1, this next location can be found at 28.7 latitude and 59.6 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now, this location, I'll admit, they did not change too much on, but hey, not changing this location still makes it pretty overpowered. This is known as the main bear cave. This is your main best bear cave on this map. This bear cave is actually a pretty good one, but yeah, coming back in here, they did kind of expand this out a little bit more. It is a little bit bigger, which does suck. However, same layout, same style. It actually feels slightly bigger too. I don't know if they changed that up or maybe I'm just seeing things, but it is slightly bigger. And also, just to let you guys know, there is another cave that is a bonus cave after this, which you guys will see. But yeah, overall, not a bad location. Yes, it does have some cave damage in here. I don't know the exact number on it, but it's not a bad cave at all. I mean, you got a good amount of room to work with. You can build multiple platforms in here. If you know how to defend that main entrance, nobody's getting in. I'm telling you right now, nobody will be getting in here. This is a really good spot. Now you got your main ruins right here. I mean, it's just a beautiful cave, great cave, super flat, works for a really good base spot. And finally, coming in at our bonus location, this can be found at 21.9 latitude and 27.2 longitude, and this is known as North Ice Cave. Now, North Ice has not really had a major difference, I will say this now, other than the loading screens. When you load in, it doesn't like instantly freeze up like it did with old ARK. But yeah, I do love that. Anyways, coming down here, I mean, entrance looks about the same. It looks a little bit wider. Like, it is slightly bigger, but it's nothing too crazy. I mean, it still is the same old North Ice Cave. So it's got this nice awesome water entrance that goes down into two different areas. I'm going to the main good area, which is right here on the right. The other way is good too. Just know that this way is your main way that you really want to go and live in. So yeah, coming up to here, I did speed all of this up. It opens up into this main area right here. If you can figure out how to defend this area, I mean, it should be the same kind of layout as old ARK. I'm telling you, nobody will be getting in here. It is almost physically impossible to get in here if you can figure out how to defend it. You know, putting some Tusas in the water even to kind of stop people from getting in. But yeah, if you come all the way back in here, this is your main area where you're going to be building in. It is a bit of a far distance, so you have lots of room to place multiple turret walls, a lot of turret towers, you know, there's just some spam turrets. It overall works out very well. But yeah, coming back into here, this is what I was saying about the duplicate. It's almost like they copy and pasted it, which isn't that, I mean, it's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. I just wish that they did kind of change some stuff up. But yeah, they really didn't change anything with this cave at all. I mean, I don't really notice any difference. But yeah, overall, pretty good location. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new. Hit that subscribe button. And anyways, thanks for watching.